Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Good evening. This is the WHKY News for Wednesday, August 28th. I'm Ralph Mangum. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV each weekday on channel 14.2. You can also find us online at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, the Catawba County Sheriff's Office has released the name of a man who drowned in Catawba County Sunday afternoon. The deceased is 37-year-old O'Brien Kashawn Chambers of Statesville. Mr. Chambers drowned in the Catawba River just north of the Hudson Chapel Road Bridge, east of the town of Catawba. The body was recovered Sunday evening. Certainly our condolences to Mr. Chambers' family and loved ones. A minimum prison sentence of more than 7 years was imposed in an Alexander County obstruction case. WHKY's Rob Eastwood reports.
Prior to being arrested on the charges filed in this case, the defendant had been released from prison after serving more than 5 years on charges filed in Mitchell County. The defendant is now serving a prison sentence of up to just under 10 years. 40-year-old Alexandros Nikola Tsilianos, who is listed online as a resident of POULTRY in Avery County, pleaded guilty to felony obstruction of justice and admitted to being an habitual felon. The plea was entered during a recent session of Alexander County Superior Court. He was sentenced to 89 to 119 months or 7 years 5 months to 9 years 11 months in prison. Tsilianos was taken into custody last October by the Alexander County Sheriff's Office. He was charged at that time with the obstruction of justice and habitual felon counts. In December of last year, while in custody at the Alexander County Detention Center, he was charged with having illegal narcotics on jail premises. He was found to be in possession of fentanyl, according to authorities. Prior to the October arrest, Tsilianos had been released from prison after serving approximately 5.5 years following a Mitchell County conviction in 2018. He was convicted on multiple charges, including felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and habitual felon. Tsilianos is currently serving his prison sentence at Piedmont Correctional Institution in Salisbury. So an 89 to 119 month prison sentence for the defendant in this case, Alexandros Nikola Tsilianos of Avery County. Reporting from Alexander County, I'm Rob Eastwood, WHKY News.
Thanks, Rob. WHKY's Arianna Mack has the latest on the City of Morganton's efforts to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act.
The City of Morganton announced that Precision Infrastructure Management will be conducting a comprehensive ADA self-assessment of the city's public right-of-way sidewalks. The assessment, which began this week, emphasizes Morganton's commitment to ensuring accessibility and compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. The assessment will utilize a combination of human assessment technicians and an innovative robotic assessment device. The integration of advanced technology with professional expertise aims to provide a thorough and precise evaluation of the city's sidewalks, identifying areas in need of improvement to better serve all residents, including those with disabilities. The city owns approximately 50 miles of sidewalk that will be evaluated during the assessment. Residents may notice the assessment teams and robotic assessment device operating throughout the city over the coming weeks. City of Morganton officials said in a news release that they assure the community that any disruptions will be minimal, and they appreciate the cooperation and understanding of its citizens during the process. More details can be found through a link within the story on our website, WHKY.com. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna. At about 7 o'clock this morning, multiple fire departments were dispatched to a structure fire at 85 Arthur Jenkins Lane in Alexander County. The building was a former poultry operation. Assistant Fire Marshal Garrett Huffman said the building had not been occupied by chickens for approximately a year. He also said the fire was accidental and was likely electrical in nature. Thanks to WACB's Rick Gilbert for that information. Coming up next is the Crime Report, where Arianna has the details on 4 Lincoln County drug arrests. Rob has information on a Salisbury man who faces charges after fleeing from Troutman police on a motorcycle. And I'll tell you about a sexual exploitation arrest in Burke County. In local sports today, high school volleyball and soccer, including a terrific goal in West Caldwell's match, Caldwell Community College volleyball, and the latest from the Crawdads, who are on the road this week. In Community Focus, Sarah Killian has news from the City of Hickory with some back-to-school safety tips and a whole lot more. Arianna has the A&E Bulletin Board, which includes the Morganton Festival, the Hickory Fair, HCT, the Green Room, and the Happy Valley Fiddlers Jamboree. Sunny with a high in the low 90s today, still at or above 90 for the next 2 days, but we'll start to see a chance of rain Thursday night with a 50% chance Friday, mid to upper 80s over the weekend with a 40% chance of rain Saturday and a 60% chance Sunday. Change is on the way starting next Tuesday, as highs will be in the 70s and lows for the most part will be in the upper 50s. The latest forecast is always posted at WHKY.com. I'm Ralph Mangum. You are watching the WHKY News.